Welcome to my channel, Jamie Fran Colors. I am Jamie, and today I have a flip through of this beautiful book by Christine Karen. And this book I found on Amazon, and I was kind of surprised to see it there because I had been on her Etsy shop and seen her pictures there and had considered buying them. When I saw it as a book, I decided to go ahead and get it, just that it's easier for me to show you her illustrations as a book than it is as PDF files. And so that is an option though for you, is you can go on her Etsy shop and purchase single pictures, or I think she has option of purchasing the whole book as a PDF. She also has pictures as line art and grayscale. And so if whichever you prefer to color in, you can get it that way. This one is the grayscale coloring book. Here's just a little preview of what's inside. So there's 24 illustrations. And I will link her website and her Etsy shop down below, as well as the link to Amazon where I purchased this one myself. So let's crack it open. She gives you some recommendations recommended for coloring with colored pencils, markers, pens, or crayons. If using wet media, place a sheet of thick paper or card behind the coloring page to prevent bleed through. And you should always do that. Looks like I have a shadow. I'll have to adjust that. But yeah, so you should always do that. I'm not always the best at it. Another thing, you should test your paper. Find a page that doesn't have anything on it, like this page would be a good one to test on, or there might be one in the back, to see how your mediums are going to affect the paper. Let me see if I can get rid of some shadow on the actual page. A little bit. Okay, so yeah. So this book is called Fairies. Like I said, it is the grayscale version. So we have an index with the names of everything. It looks like she says she has a few bonus. Don't know why they're bonus. Maybe they don't fit the same theme or something. Okay, so this is, I said, beautiful, beautiful illustrations. It does have the name of each illustration on the page, which I like that. And then she has her signature on each page as well, which is really nice. So this paper is thin, and it's also a little bit glossy. So I don't know how it's going to do with pencils. We are going to try it. It might be better for markers or pastels, I'm not sure. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to decide whether or not you want to order the book off Amazon or the PDF. You can copy the PDF onto whichever paper you want, and that might be a way to go. You also don't have to wait for it to show up. You automatically have it. So I love PDFs doing that for that reason. I did order the book just so I could do a flip through of it for you, and I probably will do one on this paper, and then after that I'll probably be copying it onto paper that I prefer, because unless I find that this paper is great, but glossy paper is sometimes difficult to work on with colored pencils. So, but we'll just see how it goes. We might find that it's great. All right, so here is Pine Tree Fairy. She's really pretty. Calla Lily Fairy. Rowan Tree Fairy. Water Lily Fairy. Forget-Me-Not Fairy. River Fairy. Blueberry Fairy. I go back to that River Water Fairy. That's really, I think that's great. You don't see in coloring books many men to color, so that's kind of fun that she has a male figure in there. Blueberry Fairy. This one I think is really pretty too. Daisy Fairy. Well, they're all pretty, but I mean, Butterfly Fairy. We're each drawn to different things. So, Bleeding Heart Fairy. There's the Bleeding Heart flowers. I have some of those in my yard. It's kind of nice. Here's another male figure. Firefly Fairy. Fern Fairy. Lily of the Valley Fairy. Dandelion Fairy. Birdsong Fairy. Cattail Fairy. Oak Tree Fairy, another male figure. Look at that strong jawline. That's so nice. I don't know if I've ever colored a male figure. I have to do that. Snow Fairy. North Wind Fairy. Oh, then we have a North Wind 2 Fairy. Are they the same? Oh, they are a little different. That. So her hair is a little different. She's got more foliage, and the sky is a little different. Even the shape of her nose is a little different. Interesting. Okay. North Wind 2 Fairy. And then it looks like these are the bonus ones, and she has a mermaid book, and this looks like that it's probably out of it. This is, it says Mermaid Dreaming. A Bad Hair Day. And then Angel Memory. And that was the last of it. So here it shows what other books she has. So this is the one we have, the Grayscale of the Fairies. She also has the line art of the fairies. And then Mermaids coloring book. And then Swirl Spirits. And like I said, you can get these as her PDF on her Etsy shop. So I'll have that linked down below as well, so that you can order it that way if that's your preferred way. I'll also have it linked to Amazon if that's your preferred way of purchasing it. Like I said, the paper is a little glossy, but it's not, I wish you could feel it. It's a little glossy, but it's not horrible. It might be great. I think we're gonna, I have it scheduled that we'll be coloring in this book on Friday. So come back on Friday and see how it takes the colored pencils and markers and different things, so that maybe that will help you decide if you want the book or the PDF. So anyways, that is that book. I love her illustrations. They are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I highly recommend them, either as the book or the PDF. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. If you liked this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, hit the bell notification so you see every time I post, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!